All right, Dan Oliver here, along with Matt Baker at the 2016 Southeast U.S. Junior Olympic Boxing Championships at the Westgate Recreation Center in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've got over 80 young boxers, ages 11 to 16, competing with a chance to go to the Junior Olympic Nationals in Dallas, Texas in June. And one of those guys who's already going, you see right there, is Rudolph Cameron out of Belglade, Florida. He's already qualified for it.
I've been talking with Coach Mike, Dan, and I haven't seen Rudolph fight yet, but he's telling me this kid has really great powers, and the power you don't normally see at the amateur level. So I'm excited to see this fight tonight. But I also heard from Mike that Dave how do you pronounce his name? Arthas has been training so hard for this, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great fight.
Couple of great young men here. Arthas is 19 years old at 185 pounds, and Cameron, 17 years of age, considered a light heavyweight. He's in the 10th grade at Glade Central. He is an honor student, a terrific young man. Very humble outside the ring and respectful. And let's go to our ring announcer.
All righty, folks. This bout here is about to begin. And boxing from the red corner, from Bulldog Club, we have Dave Arthas. And boxing from the blue corner, from Belglade Pal, we have Rudolph Power Punching Cameron.
Okay, so we are ready to go here in what should be an excellent match. 2-minute rounds here. Both gentlemen about 185 pounds. And Cameron a power puncher. So we will see how that plays out in the ring. His opponent, Arthas, a little taller, 2 years older. But Cameron is certainly not backing down, taking the action to him.
Great head movement, moving in. Kind of looks a little reminiscent of Mike Tyson, right? With bobbing and weaving, getting inside. But Arthur's doing a good job at keeping range, working the jab.
And of course, Cameron told us that Mike Tyson, the younger version, is one of his role models.
You can see that, can't you, there in the ring?
Yeah. He was a little shorter and a power puncher. And that's exactly what Cameron is. And has been a student of Mike Lestrange with PBSO PAL.
I tell you what, Coach Mike's doing out there in Belglade is so incredible. I've been out there a couple of times to work out with the kids and train out there. And he really has a heart for what he does and really taking these kids to the next level.
Cameron scored with a nice left hook. Otherwise, the guys are kind of feeling things out here. Oh, working his way in there is Cameron. He's got to try to avoid the longer reach of Arthas to get inside and score. That jab right there that you saw from Arthas, though, that's a scoring point. So that is going to be something that Cameron, shorter and with less reach, is going to have to get around.
Yep.
Ten seconds to go in the first round.
Good jab.
All right. And both boxers giving each other a sign of respect there, touching the gloves at the end of the first round. And we have Mike in the corner there with Rudolph Cameron. Let's take a look at the replay here first. Both boxers scoring a couple times there in that exchange. Let's listen to what Mike has to say to Rudolph in the corner.
Chops him against the ropes. Don't let him off. He tries to throw a punch. Make him slip. You're doing great slipping punches. Slip the slip jab. Come in with your own. Attack that body. Come up to the head. All right? How do you feel? Good. Okay. Slow deep press. Get your wind back. Do it. Do it.
Okay. So Mike telling his boxer to get out there and do it. Second of 3 rounds between Dave Arthas out of the red corner and Rudolph Cameron out of the blue. Cameron from Belglade and a 10th grader at Glade Central High School. He's studying hard to keep his grades up.
Really a great young man, Dan.
He likes boxing, and says that this training has really helped him focus in a positive way. Big right hand there. Arthas, a nice job of backing away and trying to get clear. And you can see Cameron punching up at the taller Arthas. So in a way, this is a very good training bout for Cameron before he goes to nationals.
Right.
Going against someone with a more reach and a little taller is always something you have to figure out. Try to defeat the style of your opponent. Arthas, by the way, at 19 years old, has been with Bulldog Boxing for 14 years.
Wow. Big
Well,
left
maybe
hand.
I read that wrong. Maybe 1 year. Okay. 14 would be a
I
lot.
was gonna say, you got started early, huh?
As a 5-year-old, I guess, yeah. Cameron trying to work inside there. The referee calling time. I think we got an equipment issue. Or maybe some blood. Nope. Thought maybe it was a headgear issue, but they're okay. So there we go, the end of the second round. Well, what do you think so far, Matt?
Well, I want to say that Cameron's getting the better with the big shots, but what I've seen from the judges tonight is that the power shots, significant shots, aren't scoring as much as, or scoring about the same as the jabs. So it's scoring-wise, it's pretty even. I think Cameron is, though, landing some really big shots here.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Right hand kind of on the ear. Had Arthas backing away. Let's listen into Arthas's corner. No, we don't have audio for that. Okay. Okay. Both boxers with a bit of a rest and ready for the third and deciding round here. I think we have another close one.
Arthas doing a good job with the jab.
Cameron in the blue. Both young men at 184 pounds.
Good shots there,
Yeah,
Cameron.
Cameron worked inside, some good power punches. Arthas, to his credit, has taken all of them and has not seemed to be dazed.
Good jab.
That one might have hurt a little. Got a lot of power, Cameron, in that left hand, you can see.
Cameron's
He
really
moves
loading
in
up.
and then flings that left.
Oh,
There
big
it is
left
again.
hand.
One of his good weapons, and a right hand just missing.
Yeah. Cameron stalking him now.
And he connects twice. And if anything, Matt, I would think that what Cameron might need to work on is combinations.
Yeah,
putting it together. He's definitely got the big hands, but you want to put 3 or 4 punches together if you can.
I'd like to see him set it up in the body and then go up top instead of just a 1 punch to the head there.
All right, closing seconds of the bout. Tries to get a left hand through, and that'll do it. Dave Arthas and Rudolph Cameron in a close match. We're going to have to see. I believe Cameron probably did enough to outpoint Arthas, but I have been wrong before.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dan. I think even though the judges have been scoring the jab really well tonight, I believe that Cameron landed enough significant shots to win this one here.
There you see the action right at the ropes. And we shall see. A couple of good young men here. And the judges ringside will present their findings to our ring announcer, Steve Ferreira. And while we're here, want to thank Dr. David Soria, who joined us earlier and checked out all of these young men before the bouts to make sure they were all healthy and ready to box. And now making his way back into the ring is our ring announcer, Steve Ferreira. Hit it, Steve.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision, and it is unanimous. And the winner of this bout goes to the blue corner.
All right, so as we thought, Rudolph Cameron did enough to outpoint Dave Arthas
Folks, don't leave yet.
in
We
a
have one
non-tournament
more
bout here at
and we'll
the
wrap it
Westgate
up for this
Recreation
evening.
Center.
Big
Well,
night
you,
of
by the way,
boxing
have been
fights
watching
here
Junior Olympic Boxing
in
courtesy
Westgate.
of Cops Helping Kids, Palm Beach County Parks and
2016
Recreation,
Southeast
and
US
Sheriff
Junior
Rick
Olympics
Bradshaw and the
Boxing
Palm Beach County
Championship.
Sheriff's
I want to thank
Office.
everybody for being here. We have one more bout, folks, one more.